Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here. Welcome back to more of our Wrexham save and our road to the league. I looked down there for a second to make sure I wasn't muted because I recorded an episode yesterday. So unfortunately on Tuesday, we're not going to have... It is Tuesday, right? Tuesday? Calling Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday. We didn't have an episode. Wednesday we will, and that is because, well, I done goofed up. Recorded an episode. That one was against Sutton, Port Vale, and Walsall, and I had myself muted. So yeah. So this one I played a little bit further, and we actually have 3 games that are very important for this episode. It's not important of who we're playing, but the fact that if we win these 3 games, we should secure promotion. And that is a automatic promotion spot. And then from there, it is, can we win the table? Which I think we might. So, without further ado, let's get right into this one. I have to make sure it's the right thing. It's all good. There's the screen cam. It's all good. We got it. So, what I'm looking for, let's flip this so my camera's not in the way. So, flipping this, we're going to see Northampton, Accrington, and Bradford City. How we've gotten along since then. So our last episode, we had that defeat against West Ham. We beat Stevenage 2-0, Crawley 4-1. That was, again, nothing but Ollie Palmer and Paul Mullen with an occasional goal with Elliot Lee. We went on to the fact that we haven't scored many goals in a run of about 10 games. Sutton, we lost 1-0. Port Vale, 1-0. We did tie Walsall 1-1. So those were the 3 games on there. It just was not great. Leyton Orient, 0-0. Tranmere, 1-1. And in Newport County, we won 1-0. This prompted in here these run of ties of not only getting 1 goal, it prompted a formation change. So we'll show you what that change looks like. But even with that, it was still 1-0 over Newport. Gillingham was a 1-1 tie. Then from there, the new changes kind of kicked in and people got comfortable with it. A 3-0 win over Hartlepool. That was Paul Mullen, and then Sam Dalby came in off the bench, scoring a couple for us there. And the assists for this game was magical. It was none other than the youngster coming off the bench, Kudesa Thorne. He came in off the bench, coming in for Davies. We switched Davies over. I think we're in the midfield. And we had Mather out there as well. We did. So, actually, we had Thorne out here. And I think we ended up putting Dalby at the top. I'm not sure who we ended up playing. Maybe Lee did play this entire game. But Kudesa Thorne crossing them in. Pretty good. Let's actually watch those goals with this one. He's played actually more as time goes on, which I did like. He was in the second half here. Also getting some of our youngsters out there. Quimina, you saw. Kudesa Thorne crossed in. Dalby puts in the back of the net. So that was the first. That was technically the second goal. This one with McFadden. Let's see if Lee is actually out here. Davies went out on the wing. So that was the one that you saw. Actually, were they almost exactly the same? They were almost exactly the same. So around that area, he's doing a lot of work. And then a 4-1 win over Mansfield. And then a 1-1 tie against Forest Green. So how does that look in the table? We're at 78 points. Swindon is at 67. So 9-point difference between first and second. The big thing to take away with this is down here. Leyton Orient at 62. And we are at 78. So we are 16 points from Leyton Orient. So that might mean, well, there's only 38 games played. Well, there's only 8 games left. 46 games at this level. in the Skybet League 2. So that means they have 8 games, 24 points, and we're ahead by 16. Meaning if we win these games, which is an additional 9 from there, it's secure. We've secured a top 3 in an automatic promotion. Then it's about what is going on up here. And even with these 9 points, I mean, that's still 3 games. By the end of this episode, we'll figure out if Swindon can still catch us. If we have a situation where Swindon cannot catch us, we're going to be playing more and more youngsters. And that's one thing I do have to say is we had an injury in goal. Mithoff went down. Maxwell, we know, was down. And the man, the myth, the legend, coming from the under 21s, Alex Akers came in. And he played about a handful of games. So 5 appearances here. Allowed 3 goals, 2 shutouts in that time. 3 big saves tipped. And then 6 saves parried. And then 8 saves held. So a lot of work in goal. He played very well that we needed to. His training rating was great too, which also helped him. But average rating of 7.04 up at the league. He made us proud as a guy that can come in and be a backup when need to. But now it's back to the starters. Mithoff is going to be starting here. Maxwell is not full to form yet. He still has a little bit. We'll see if he passes the fitness test. If he does pass his fitness test, then he will be the one in goal. Remember, he is also our goalkeeping coach, so that is why we have an extra goalkeeper or extra coach than anything. He's out on a coaching course right now, so we can't give him more training. So we were playing this 5-2-1-2. We switched over to a 4-2-2-2. Strange, I know. Oluwu is playing as an inward back on the left side, or inside was this inverted wing back, probably proper names. So he's been playing on the left like that. Scar and Hayden in the middle. Baj has been out on the wing on the right side, working up behind Elliott Lee at times. O'Connor and Jones are playing a midfield. So we're not playing a defensive midfield in this. We're playing a typical center mid structure. I thought this would actually probably harm us more than anything, but I feel like we have to play a center mid structure with this if we're not playing an attacking mid. We're not playing attacking mid because we still want Mullen and Palmer to be the pair up top together. Palmer is 32. He is on a contract for a couple of years, so until he's 34, I think he's going to be on this team for a long while. Mullen's up here as well. Davies moves from the midfield that we had him paired up with Jones. He moves out in the wide. Is he doing consistently anything crazy? Not really. But I think this is a manufactured idea with Football Manager itself rather than his actual performances. He's had some key plays in the middle. He's had some key passes. But he just hasn't had the assists. Thing is, I don't think this position out on the winger as an inside or inverted winger actually gets good ratings. That's what I'm thinking right now. So with this rating being around a 6.8 or 6.9, I'm actually fine with that. Lee working out has had some issues. This one against Wrexham West Ham United, he was just a non-factor. It was not great. But since then, since that episode, put together an 8, 6.1, 6.2, 6.6. Just, we had him come off, just not getting anything out wide. And then it clicked for him again. Newport County and Gillingham. He comes in with a goal and an assist. And then again, around 6.9 the next 3 games. So he's kind of been the guy that's coming on and off on the wing. We're not playing this attacking mid. We wanted to be more balanced on the outside. Starting to notice we're getting a hit a lot on the wing. And we weren't able to actually fight these 2 wing sets that come at us. So this is what we're going with. This is the lineup. We had a couple of transfers since then. Hamilton's going to go out on loan. That's the one going on right now. The transfers in, we know Chris Maxwell came in, and that was the only transfer in during that period. But we had some transfers out. So we saw DJ Buffon go out, Enoch Asante, Anthony Ford goes to Walsall for $30K. Owen Cushion goes on a free to Newton under 29s. Not something that we wanted to bring in. He doesn't actually have 3 stars. It's actually 1. So we just let him kind of do his thing. Tim Unrin goes on loan to Maidstone. Ben Tozer goes on loan to Notts County for a 12.5. We will likely bring back man because he does have some decent staff bits. He was with Notts County before. No, Northampton was the one I saw. Newport County. So he's been with Wrexham for a couple of years now. It's 2024. He's been here 3 years. I'm not sure if he wants to coach at Wrexham, but we'll kind of see what he decides. And Florent Hody is going to go to Aldershot on loan, and then he is actually probably going to move on from that. Not able to sell him, unfortunately, but it does make sense. I mean, at this level, it's not like he's going to be playing here. He's more of a Vanarama National League level type guy. So he's decided to leave anyway on a free transfer. We just have no idea where, but he's on the way out, and we save $105K a year. So that does help us a little bit. That means we're going to have a couple of youngsters up here. First youngster up is Tino Comina. I mean, scouts are saying maybe a Skybet League 1. I think he could be something. It's just going to take some time. We cannot. Wow. He's from. Is that Trinidad and Tobago? And they're called Trimbagoans? That is awesome. I love it. He has a lot of good aspects to him. It's just, it's going to take a bit. He has 5'10 as well, so he's only going to play out on the wing, and maybe we can get him as a defensive bit, but his passing is not great. So Comina might be a guy that we grow and end up selling later. The other one we brought up, you saw Quidesa Thorne with those assists. He has 3 assists in 8 appearances. I think technically 9 appearances. And he is going to be a guy, they don't say he's going to score a lot of goals, which I'm fine with. With that finishing a 4, what we want him to be is a distributor in the middle, but also able to drop back if we need a defensive bit. So he's going to be good. Issue is potential League One and not the greatest in League One. So those are our 2 guys. Ethan Hall was injured, had a hip injury while out on loan. He has 2 to 4 weeks left. If we have something where we clinch an actual promotion spot, we'll see a little bit of Ethan Hall out there more than anything. The other one, Harris, going to see a little time possibly here and there. And then John Murphy as well, the American. We'll see him get a little bit as well. He is up to stuff, so we should probably have Murph come up and be where Mindy is. Mindy is probably out on the outs at this point. There's a year left in his contract. A couple of teams that want him on loan and will likely bring him in. He is a Vanarama National League player, but at this level, since we're getting promoted, he's probably on the way out. Longstaff, I almost called him Flagstaff, because that is a city in Arizona I've actually been to. This is Matty Longstaff, though. Besides his jumping reach, because he's 5'7", we've been using him a lot more, and, well, he's been playing decent for us. So he's kind of our midfield super sub. McFadzean and obviously Ford is gone. McFadzean will likely be gone as well. It's 187 pounds a week dollars a week that we'll be saving. Or not a week, a year. You know what? I'm going to change that. Just because that makes it just better. Because I watch too much Football Manager. for it to be like that. So I'm going to change that just to make it easy in my mind. Okay, we're back. So what that looks like is McFadden will save us about 3.1 pounds a week. So that's not too bad, actually. That we'll be saving in that. Hasana is here an extra. Actually, he's out at the end of the year. So we will likely re-sign him, maybe. We'll kind of see. I like Hasana being able to play on both sides. And the biggest question mark at this point is still, though, where is he? He actually leave? Is he actually playing? Actually, it was Ford. So yeah, that was Ford. So let's get into this. We already did competition and stuff like that. Money. It's not going well. It is not going well. The Northampton Town, Accrington Stanley, and then Bradford City. And if we can pull out these, we can do it. International Roundup. Posada Thorn is out for Costa Rica. And we'll see what he can do. He had a 9 or 6.9 rating. Okay. Buxton wants him as well. So Maxwell will be in. I'm not sure if he is going to be capable of playing in this game, though. Actually, they're going to say he's capable. Okay, Maxwell. Show us that you're capable out here. We'll see it, Maxwell. And Ethan Hall is, of course, nowhere near the ability of fitness. We'll get him in general rehab, though. So we'll get him up. I think Maxwell's on the coaching coast. Is Minov still on this one? Minov is still doing general rehab. So let's do it. Okay. I think Maxwell will be able to. I mean, he's in goal. Go out there and impress me. Oh. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to have to reload this. Okay, for this one, we're just going to go through, and I'm not sure why, but the sound's not working. So sometimes it fixes itself, sometimes it doesn't. Our 4-2-2-2, probably too many twos in there. They're playing a 4-3 with a defensive mid 2-1 up top. Okay. So two midfielders. Looks like Swindon Town plays during we do. Or does Swindon Town already play? Swindon Town. I think they play during we do. Okay, Carroll putting it in there. Maxwell making a save. Okay, Maxwell. Yeah, Swindon is, of course, right there. Okay. Maxwell playing out to Owolu. Davies. Davies back to Scar. O'Connor getting in the mix here. Looking for it. That one's to Mullen. Mullen plays it through. There's Davies. Davies wants that through ball. He doesn't have it. Finds a spot. And there is Ollie Palmer. His 22nd of the year. And it looks like we are marching our way to a top of the table finish. An automatic promotion. I am loving it. Pretty good passing around. Pretty level with the wing attack here. Pretty good through ball between two, and it's a right foot hit by Palmer. I mean, I'm not opposed to that, but we'll take it. Swindon and Port Vale are both tying. Swindon is playing Crowley. And Port Vale is actually winning over Carlisle, so that's why they're at 68 points. Davies playing it here. The set piece, it's headed away. Epere, Hayden with a slide tackle. McWilliams with a slide tackle. Playing up to Lee. Lee has space, playing it back, because he is technically too far out. What a hit there by Jones. James Jones. That's a good one there. Looks like we're going to be marching into this one with a pretty good defensive stand here. We got a couple of yellow cards though. But here we have a counterattack, 42 minutes. Good ball up, looking for Mullen. It's going to be headed back by the defense to Burge. Good way to eliminate that attack, but allows us to reset. He's going to throw out to Mangalore. McWilliams. We are actually pressing pretty good on their defense as well, passing it around, so making them panic, as that is not the greatest pass, but don't have the speed to get there. With Lee. Pokey moving it around, going to hit it deep. In the middle of the defense, we head away. O'Connor has it. Davies to Mullen. There is some contact, but Palmer has it back in the net. His 23rd of the season. 2-0 over Northampton. I think we're going to start facing resistance in League One. It can't all be these dreams here for us. I mean, Palmer's come on strong later on in the season, but it's far from his 40 goals last year. But that is the Vanarama National League. Okay, second half. Let's go in. Let's do it. So what is that? 13 points over Swindon. And this Leyton Orient is up 2-0. So that would still be 16 points. Mullen puts it back in the net, his 29th this season. 3-0 over Northampton. Let's go. Let's keep on going, baby. I'm loving it. Not worried about anything, so let's get a couple of things out. Let's put on the left side Asana in. Nope, Asana's got to come in on the right. Amina's going to come in here. Lee is gassed. Let's switch around Davies. So, inverted winger on attack. Lee's going to come out for Mather. And then who else do we want? Let's get Murphy in for James Conner. And our last one, let's get in Sam Dalby for maybe some Ollie Palmer action. Let's have Jordan Davies drop down and switch this. Let's switch Mullen on the outside and let's get Dalby up top. Dalby will play as a, let's say, a target forward on attack. And let's have Ollie Palmer switch over to a pressing forward if we need. And Mullen will be the inside forward. Inside forward on the attack on the right side. Mullen can play that position, right? Yes, he can. I think we're jacked up in the middle. Murphy, let's have you play on defend wise, and Davies will be the box to box on support. Mullen from the corner. Palmer. Goal. It's his third of the day. We'll take it. We probably need someone that could take corners like that isn't Paul Mullen. But I'll have to change that. What is that? Leyton Orient. Still 16 points. If I can count, 81. 65 to 81 is 16 points. Canuck looking. Looking for the play in the middle. It is there, and it's going to bounce off a Scar. Sam Hoskins is going to have his 7th goal of the season. That looked like a ricochet ball of Scar. If so, sometimes that happens. No, that just beats Maxwell. Okay, sometimes that happens too. Sometimes that happens too. So that decreases it. 21 points left. We're still 16 ahead. We can keep this going. 2 games. Win 2 games. If we can win 1 game and they don't, then, well, we clinch. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to make a cut here. We'll be back with this Accrington Stanley game. I will restart the game after I save it. And then we'll actually have sound. So sometimes this does happen. Not sure why. This is the first time it's really happened to me without fixing itself. But yeah, we'll be right back. So we got our actual, I don't want to say influx, but our, it's technically called youth candidates come through. This is what it kind of looks like. An evaluation. I mean, nothing to write home about other than really some of the top talent wise, but nothing crazy there because we have a lot of guys that came in from the releases from the Premier League teams come in and did some work for us. So this one, Leyton Orient loses. Who do they play? Walsall. So if they lose to Walsall and we'd win, that's a 6-point flip, meaning we go from being 16 points up to being 19 points up. Well, it's not really a 6-point flip, but we gain 3 points on them. But since we have 21 points left, at that point it'll be 18 and we will have 19, and that will secure a top 3 finish. As for that, Swindon plays Newport County, and then Port Vale plays Mansfield. So I expect those 2 games to be won there. It's still 13 points. I don't think it's going to be crazy. So there it is. We need results elsewhere, but if we win, it sees us promoted. I'm hoping the sound issues are fixed. I'm not seeing it. There it is. Okay, we're the favorites, even though it's not the one I picked. All right, let's do it. We're playing our Accrington is playing a 4-3 with a defensive midfield 2-1. We're playing this 4-2-2-2. It feels weird saying that many twos. Because typically you would play a 4-2-3-1. I don't know. It feels strange. But it's okay. We're in our blues today. We're going to be looking more at the event updates than anything. We already had 2 scores there. I don't think anything is what we would be affected by. And that hits the post. Good first attack here. Accrington. You can hear Davies plays it back. Good ball up. Davies going wide, looking for the cross. Mullen does get his head on it, and it's right to Savin now. Oh, it's Colchester and Yeovil taking leads. Okay. Now, if we win, it'll be 19. If they tie, it'll be 19. So we'd have to lose every single game. We'd have to not get a point in any of the rest of our games. So we'd have to go 0-6 Is that when Hayden heads it over the net? Port Vale goes up. There's 71 points. Still looking here. That's a good cross there, but Savin comes out of the net. Still 11 points between us and Port Vale even. So we have a good, decent cushion. Jones trying to get to Hayden, and that is intercepted. Going wide here, Hamilton. Puts it back to Linton. I think we have extended on, or we have key highlights on. Okay. We just have had a lot of them. Linton bounces it off the man, Hamilton, looking for the cross. I don't know what kind of attempt that was by Scar, because that triples in right to the keeper. Davies there, Mullen with his back towards the ball. He's looking for a card or a foul. He's not going to get it. Jones rips one at the goal. Savin does save it. No one follows the shot, though. I think that was an easy shot to be handled. There's something else in the second half, boys. Just not this. We're going to encourage the boys. We had 9 shots, 3 on target. Our XG is better. We just have not converted our chances. Mansfield actually scores. Okay, we're going to go a little bit more attacking. Lozano's going to come in there. Adds in Famina. Lee is going to come out. He's playing on the right. Let's get Dalby in. Davies going to pop back to where James Jones is. James Jones is going to come out for Mather. This is going to be a inside forward. We're going to play an inverted winger. You're going to be the target forward, and you're going to be playing a pressing forward. Okay, there's our attacks. Let's have an attack for McFadden. Just playing on the left. Let's do it like that. We're going to go more positive. McFadden, come on, my guy. Ironside looking to make it 2-0, and he does. I'm going to demand more. I do not like what I've seen from this team today. That's an easy one. Go a higher tempo and let's push up our defensive line. We just aren't going to get it here, unfortunately. Ball up to Dalby. And Palmer misses it. I mean, that's just what kind of game we've had today. Not being able to convert those chances into goals. Just what kind of day it's been. We've struggled at times this season. We have come out of those struggles stronger. with big goal differences. But we've been on streaks where we just haven't won games. Thing is, a lot of the streaks were not losses, they were ties. So 10 points between us and Swindon, so that's still 4 games. And Leyton Orient is 15 points behind us. We get nothing out of this, which does kind of suck. There is, 18 points left. Situation still stands, though. Situation still stands. We win and they lose, Leyton Orient, then we can get it. Leyton Orient's more so fighting with Port Vale right now than anything. That's 2 points. So there's that, and then Forest Green is fighting with Port Vale as well. So still a little bit of a fight down for that 3rd automatic promotion spot. We just want to lock down any of the promotion spots. So let's see what we get on in the next game against Bradford City. And then we have a big one with Swindon. So maybe what we're going to do is I'm going to call an audible. I'm going to play this Bradford City game between this. And we'll be back actually for the Swindon game, because that actually will possibly have an impact with who's at the top of the table. So we'll be back with that Swindon game. All right, so we have a big game here. Big game. Swindon Town. So if we win this, of course we secure a top 3 finish. Swindon Town is 2nd. So that would also mean, so we're trying to loan bid back fees. We'll have to do that in the off season. But on top of that, we already have the playoff, okay? We already have a playoff, so we're in the top 7. We win this game, we secure a top 3. We win this game, we also secure the league. So a lot of stuff on the line here. So let's do this. Let us do this. Big game. Our task remains simple. If we win our match, we will be crowned champions. So let us do it. Let us go in and win this one. They're backwards. Okay, that's good. Maxwell's in goal. Okay. Let's do it. For all the marbles here. For the league. They're coming out with a 4-2-3-1. Okay. Trying to yawn too much there. We're coming in, of course, with our 4-2-2-2. This is how the league is shaping up. We also need to look at, after this one, what the leagues are above us. Who is looking at getting relegated down, who's not. That sort of thing. But probably in the next episode, which will be the transfer special. Hopefully. If we can secure it, we of course have to win this game. So Reed playing the outside to Sims. Good through ball up to Wakeling. And that's going to be wide right. Palmer playing up to O'Connor. O'Connor looking for that ball deep. It's not there. Davies is, though. Davies can't stick with it. Jones can't win that. And there's Lee winning it. Palmer to Davies. Davies has some room. He wants to take a shot, and it's over the net. Good play by Jordan Davies. He's not able to convert that. We go here. Jones is going to take this set piece. That's over. It is over the net. Nice try. Nice try by James Jones. Davies taking this one up. That's headed by Scar, but over the net. Another one hitting the post there. We're getting some good chances. We're just not converting those chances. So Sims, free kick, set piece. Wow. Jones! Man, you pushed him. It was blatant. It was so blatant. And Reed scores. Okay. We're going to go very attacking. We're already going to start out with a higher tempo. Yeah, not great. Would demand more from the team. And that's nothing. I mean, we are set in a good way. This is bad. Darcy can make this 2-0. He does. Easily. We're going to berate the team. We're also going to go in the instructions and put up the defense. All right, we have a chance here. O'Connor. Palmer tries to take that shot and it's deflected. Whiteman, big kick. Scar has it, but easy for Reed to take that. I don't know what Scar's doing. We luckily enough get an offside there, but I'm gonna put Mather up here. I'll flip this around. We'll have Jordan Davies pop back. We're going to flip this around and we're going to put Asana on the outside. Okay. Box to box, Jordan Davies. Let's change this. Let's put him to a Mazzala, Jordan Davies, with attack. And then Mathers has the right side. Let's have him on attack. Okay. Good play by Palmer. Going over Mather. Ew, he missed it. He's trying to be fancy. Oh, I thought that was his goal. All right, come on, Hassana. Plays out the Davies. Trying to cross it in. Hassana has it. And Mullen heads it to the right. Too far to the right. It's over? It's not going to be today. It's not going to be today. All right. So, what looks like is we have all of this secure up top. It's what? 12 points. There's 12 points left. Biggest thing is we have secured promotion. Hoping to get it there, but hey, next episode we will see that. So we're going to play the rest of the season in the next episode. Don't play. Plus the thing, if we win one game, it kind of puts it down, doesn't it? Well, at this point, we have secured promotion. That's the biggest thing. We have secured promotion. It's good. Securing the league. We'll kind of see that probably in the next one. So, thanks for joining me. I'm going to make myself big here. Here I am. If you see down here, you'll see the live stream channel. Go check it out. Love Icelands is slowly being uploaded there, and Reliefs, which is our Build a Nation in Austria save. So it's been pretty fun. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out. Next episode will not be transfer window. It will be winning the league. We will play the next game with Burton, and hopefully that 3-game matches we can get something. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time. Later.